Good evening. You're watching News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. Before we begin the bulletin, Rajya Sabha TV appeals to all its viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Wear face masks, wash your hands and face regularly, and maintain physical distancing while stepping outside. Remember, these simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the ongoing pandemic. And now let's get you the headlines of the day. Initiatives taken in general budget have set the pace for Atmanirbhar Bharat. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman replies to the discussion in Lok Sabha, terms opposition's crony capitalism charge baseless. Challenges of pandemic did not deter the government from undertaking reforms. Finance Minister says under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, the government has checked the spread of COVID-19, provided impetus to the economy. Lok Sabha passes Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Amendment Bill 2021. Home Minister Amit Shah replies to the debate, says statehood will be granted at an appropriate time. Lower House adjourned till the 8th of March. Prime Minister Modi to inaugurate several projects in Tamil Nadu and Kerala tomorrow. Also dedicate main battle tank Arjun Mark 1A to nation in a boost for Make in India campaign. And over 80,52,000 people vaccinated across the country till date. Health workers also start getting the second dose of the COVID vaccine. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Saturday said the Union Budget 2021-22 has set the pace for India to become Atmanirbhar through reforms and stimulus. Replying to the debate on the budget in Lok Sabha, the Finance Minister said the challenges of the pandemic did not deter the government from undertaking reforms for maintaining long-term goals of the country. She also said the reforms will lay the path for India to become one of the fastest growing economies in the world.
Post-pandemic, after the contraction of the economy, the government, consulting a lot of experts, has come up with a budget which has a blend of stimulus-related efforts, and also the Honorable Prime Minister has not lost the opportunity of the pandemic to continue with the reforms. So, in that way, this budget, coming as it does post a pandemic, has actually set the pace for India to become Atmanirbhar.
She said the government took the pandemic challenge as an opportunity and took bold steps for long-term growth of the economy. She also rejected the allegations made by the opposition over farm laws and reduction in budget allocation for various schemes. Hitting out at the opposition parties, the Finance Minister said the government under Prime Minister Narendra Modi works for the common people and not for crony capitalists.
APMC देश भर में कहीं ये तीनों कानून आने के बाद बंद हुआ है क्या? कहीं बंद नहीं हुआ। मैं मेरा एक्सपेक्टेशन के साथ अभी प्रश्न भी पूछ रही हूं। Prove even if one APMC mandi was shut. Not one was shut, but you're standing up and speaking. ऊपर से बजट में प्रावधान किया गया है that 30,000 crores which will be collected through that agricultural development infrastructure cess will be actually be going to the states so that APMC infrastructure can be improved. हम ऊपर से फंड भी दे रहे हैं स्टेट्स को APMC का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बढ़ाने के लिए, ये भी नहीं बोला। मगर फाउंडेशन लेते रहा, फाउंडेशन ले करते रहा, भरे नहीं और वापस चले भी गए बिना चर्चा बजट के ऊपर। ये जो फेक नरेटिव्स का टेंडेंसी है, हमने क्रिएट किया है, मनरेगा, हमने ये किया, हमने, आखिर आप ही उसमें कुछ मन नहीं रखे, उसको आगे बढ़ाने में एफिशिएंट नहीं है। अलोकेशन एक है, आखिर यूटिलाइजेशन कम है। ऐसे ही हर स्कीम में अपने के लिए कुछ देखने का आदत एक टेंडेंसी है, उसमें क्रोनी कैपिटलिज्म भी, उसमें सिस्टम। हमने बैंक को नेशनलाइज किया, मगर पूरे बैंक को उपयोग फोन बैंकिंग के द्वारा करके एनपीए छोड़कर चले गए। ये है उनके टेंडेंसी। एंड द सेकेंड टेंडेंसी इज, हम जो भी कहेंगे पार्लियामेंट में, आपके ऊपर बहुत सारे एलिगेशंस डालेंगे, आपके ऊपर अब्यूसिव लैंग्वेज भी यूज करेंगे, मगर आप जब सिस्टम के तहत खड़े होकर के पॉइंट बाय पॉइंट जवाब देने के लिए खड़े होते हैं, सुनने को तैयार नहीं है। अभी जैसे हो रही है, कभी भी डिस्टर्ब करो, चिल्लाते रहो या तो वॉकआउट करो। वही हुआ बजट डिबेट में। इसीलिए दो टेंडेंसीज कांग्रेस पार्टी का हमने पहचानना चाहिए और इससे यह स्पष्ट होता है उनका बिलीफ इन डेमोक्रेटिक इलेक्टेड पार्लियामेंट्री सिस्टम इज कंप्लीटली खत्म।
Moving on, the Lok Sabha also passed the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2021 on Saturday. The bill has already been passed by the Rajya Sabha. Replying to the debate on the bill in the House, Home Minister Amit Shah said that Jammu and Kashmir has been a top priority for the government since it assumed power in 2014. Here's a report.
The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2021 has nothing to do with statehood, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said in the Lok Sabha on Saturday. He asserted that the government will restore full statehood to Jammu and Kashmir at an appropriate time.
मान्यवर, इस सब ने कहा कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने वादा किया था, गृह मंत्री ने वादा किया था कि पूर्ण राज्य का स्टेटस वापस मिलेगा। मैं फिर से जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को वादा करना चाहता हूं, निश्चित मिलेगा। आपका विकास जो अटक गया है, ये 3 परिवारों ने जो विकास को रौंद कर रखा है, उसको पटरी पर चढ़ाकर जैसे ही उचित परिस्थिति होगी, जरूर जम्मू कश्मीर को पूर्ण राज्य का स्टेटस वापस देंगे। इसका इस बिल से कोई लेन देन नहीं है। ये बिल से पूर्ण राज्य वापस आने की कोई संभावना समाप्त नहीं होती है।
Responding to opposition concerns over Article 370, Amit Shah said that the provision hindered the development of the region. Taking a swipe at the Congress and other parties for backing Article 370, he said that it was a temporary provision, but they continued with it for over 70 years.
ये पूछ रहे हैं ना 370 क्यों होता है? वहां पर रिजर्वेशन नहीं होता था, वहां महिलाओं को अधिकार नहीं था, वाल्मीकि लोगों को अधिकार नहीं था, ट्राइबल को अधिकार नहीं था, ओबीसी को अधिकार नहीं था, भ्रष्टाचार पर रोक नहीं थी, क्योंकि भ्रष्टाचार करना था, क्यों रोक लगाना? ढेर सारे कानून, देश के अच्छे बने हुए कानून, दहेज के लिए कोई कानून नहीं था, और आप हमें समझा रहे हो कि 370 को क्यों हटाया?
Amit Shah assured the House that by 2022, 6,000 displaced Kashmiri Pandits will be resettled in the Kashmir Valley.
यही नरेंद्र मोदी जी के शासन में कश्मीरी पंडितों को, हर परिवार को राहत कार्ड जिसके पास है उसको 13,000 रुपया हर महीना सरकार देती है। ये हमारे समय में विस्थापित नहीं हुए, कांग्रेस का शासन था, उसकी सुरक्षा नहीं कर पाई, इसलिए विस्थापित अपने देश में ही विस्थापित होकर रह गए थे। इनको 13,000 हम निःशुल्क राशन देते हैं। पुनर्वास के अंक के रूप में कश्मीर घाटी में 3,000 नौकरियां दे दी गई है, 88 नौकरियों का चयन प्रक्रिया चालू है, और ये 6,000 लोगों को कश्मीर घाटी में घर के साथ 2022 के साथ हम बसा देंगे, और वर्षों पुराना हमारा स्वप्न समाप्त।
He stated that the government wants to make Jammu and Kashmir self-reliant and emphasized that development will reach even the remotest areas. He also appealed to the political parties to show restraint from playing politics over the Jammu and Kashmir issue.
जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख को राजनीति का हिस्सा हम न बनाएं। बहुत सारी चीजें राजनीतिक करने के लिए आ जाइए राजनीतिक मैदान में दो हाथ कर लीजिए, कोई नहीं डरता है जी, कोई नहीं डरता है। मगर ये देश का संवेदनशील हिस्सा है, उनको कई बार घाव लगे हैं, शंकाएं कुशंकाएं उनके मन में पड़ी है, उस पर मरहम लगाना इस सदन का काम है, उसको खुरेदना हमारा काम नहीं है। छोटी सी राजनीतिक इच्छा पूर्ति के लिए हम कश्मीर को इस दृष्टि से न देखें।
The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill seeks to merge the All India Services J&K cadre with the Arunachal Pradesh, Goa, Mizoram Union Territory, Agmut cadre. Navikram Singh's report for Rajya Sabha Television.
Members cutting across party lines participated in the discussion on the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill. Let's listen in.
जम्मू कश्मीर में ये 370 एब्रोगेट करने के बाद आपने जो सपना दिखाया था वो सपना बहाल नहीं हुए हैं। जम्मू कश्मीर सामान्य नहीं हुए हैं। 90,000 करोड़ से ज्यादा वहां के बिजनेस खत्म हो चुके हैं। हाँ, तो इसलिए हम चाहते हैं कि जम्मू कश्मीर को आप कब कैसे सुधार करोगे, आप खुद बताएं।
19 के फैसले हुए, एकतरफा फैसले हुए, गैर कानूनी, गैर आईनी, किसी से पूछे बगैर, और ये एक आक्रमण से कम नहीं थे। जम्मू कश्मीर के 1.25 करोड़ लोगों के खिलाफ एक ऐलानी जंग, और हमने ये फैसला किया कि हम जायज़ तरीके से इसका विरोध करेंगे। और जब इसी विरोध के सिलसिले में सुप्रीम कोर्ट में एक पिटीशन दाखिल हुई, एक नहीं 15 पिटीशंस दाखिल हुई, और उनमें इस कानून को एक असॉल्ट के तौर पर पेश किया गया और कहा गया आइन पर, और कहा गया ये सब गैर आइनी है।
The first phase of the budget session concluded in Lok Sabha on Saturday as Speaker Om Birla adjourned the House till the 8th of March. During this period, Lok Sabha had 12 sittings. The House adopted the motion of thanks to the President's address and the general discussion on the Union budget. 130 members participated in the discussion on the motion of thanks, which lasted for 16 hours and 39 minutes. With 117 members participating in the debate, the discussion on the Union budget lasted for 14 hours and 40 minutes against the stipulated time of 10 hours.
राष्ट्रपति अभिभाषण पर 16 घंटे 39 मिनट सदन चला। 130 माननीय सदस्यों ने अपनी बात को रखी। बजट पर चर्चा 10 घंटे आवंटित थी, उसके बाद भी 14 घंटे 40 मिनट तक बजट पर चर्चा हुई और 117 माननीय सदस्यों ने अपनी बात रखी।
The Lok Sabha Speaker informed the House that participation of women members in the discussion on the motion of thanks as well as the general budget was good. He also said that women members participated in the debate on motion of thanks till late night and their participation in 0 hour is also commendable.
दोनों चर्चाओं में विशेष रूप से महिलाओं ने की भागीदारी अपेक्षा से ज़्यादा रही। देर रात्रि तक महिला सांसद बैठकर बजट पर, राष्ट्रपति अभिभाषण पर चर्चा में भाग लिया, महत्वपूर्ण बिलों पर चर्चा की। शून्यकाल में भी अपने क्षेत्र की समस्याएं, अभावों को सदन के माध्यम तक सरकार में पहुंचाने का काम किया।
The Speaker also expressed his gratitude to all the members for their cooperation in the smooth conduct of the proceedings of the House. He hoped that the second part of the budget session would also have good productivity. The second half of the budget session will be held from the 8th of March till the 8th of April.
मैं माननीय सदस्यों से यही हमेशा अपेक्षा करता हूं कि हमें इस सदन को उच्च कोटि की चर्चा संवाद के लिए पूरे विश्व के लोकतंत्र में जाना जाता है। यहाँ पर व्यापक रूप से चर्चा होती है, तो हम कोशिश करेंगे कि सब लोग चर्चा करते समय सदन की मर्यादाओं और आचरण का आधार पर ही चर्चा करें तो उचित रहेगा।
Former Rajya Sabha member Dinesh Trivedi has said that he was feeling tired with the culture of violence and corruption in the Trinamool Congress party. Speaking to Rajya Sabha TV, Trivedi said that the Mamata Banerjee-led party is not the same anymore. Remember, he had announced his resignation as Rajya Sabha member and also from the Trinamool Congress on Friday.
अब जब पावर में आया तो चर्चा चली गई, वो उद्देश्य भी कहीं ना कहीं गायब हो गया, करप्शन आ गया। नारदा की बात आपने सुनी होगी। तो जब देखा कि हमारे सांसद पैसा ले रहे तो हमने उसका विरोध किया। मैंने कहा ये पार्टी का विषय नहीं है, ये सांसद खुद इनको अलग रखना चाहिए। हमने ओपनली कहा कि इनको अलग रखो, तो पार्टी मेरे पर गुस्सा हो गई और फिर मुझे ममता जी ने कहा कि आप कैंपेन में नहीं जाओगे 2016 के। हम नहीं गए, विरोध किया हमने कि ये करप्शन नहीं चलता है, वायलेंस का विरोध किया। नड्डा साहब की गाड़ी पर अटैक हुआ तो मैंने कहा वायलेंस नहीं होना चाहिए, कोई भी संस्कृति में वायलेंस की जगह नहीं है। तो पार्टी ने मुझ पर आरोप लगाया कि ये तो बीजेपी की चमचागिरी कर रहा है, ये तो बीजेपी के साथ है। नहीं, क्या होता है कि हमने वही कहा ना कि एक आत्मा होती है पॉलिटिकल पार्टी की, और पॉलिटिकल पार्टी में आप सलाह ले सकते हो, मगर सलाहकार पार्टी नहीं ले सकता है। आज यदि सलाहकार पूरा पार्टी आउटसोर्स हो जाएगा तब कहीं ना कुछ खामी है, मतलब आपका आत्मविश्वास चला गया।
You can watch the full conversation with Dinesh Trivedi at 10 p.m. tonight, so do tune in. Moving on to some other news now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive on a day-long visit to Chennai on Sunday, and there he is expected to inaugurate the second phase of the Chennai Metro Rail project worth 3,770 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stone for several projects and inaugurate the railway electrification project between Chennai Beach and Attipattu, costing 293 crore rupees. Besides, he will also lay the foundation for Kalanai Canal expansion project. The project is estimated at 2,640 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will also be laying the foundation stone for the Discovery project at the Indian Institute for Technology at Tayyur. The Prime Minister will also hand over the indigenously designed and developed Arjun main battle tank Mk1A to the Indian Army, designed and developed by Combat Vehicles Research and Development Establishment Chennai, along with the DRDO, as well as 15 academic institutions. The Army has placed an order for 118 such tanks. Also, the Prime Minister will visit Kerala to lay the foundation stone and dedicate various development projects to the nation at Kochi. He will dedicate the propylene derivative petrochemical project of BPCL to the nation. He will also dedicate the Ro-Ro vessels at Willingdon Islands in Kochi. And he will also inaugurate India's first full-fledged international cruise terminal, Sagarika, at Cochin Port. He will inaugurate the Marine Engineering Training Institute of Cochin Shipyard Limited, which is the only maritime institute in India functioning within a shipyard. And apart from this, the Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stone of the reconstruction of South Coal Berth at Cochin Port. The centre has approved 3,113 crore rupees for 5 states as disaster relief. Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Madhya Pradesh will get this fund for floods, cyclones and pest attack that occurred during 2020. A high-level committee chaired by Union Home Minister Amit Shah approved the central assistance under the National Disaster Response Fund to these 5 states. Andhra Pradesh will get 280 crore rupees, Bihar 1,255 crore rupees for floods during the southwest monsoon, while Tamil Nadu will get 63 crore rupees for Cyclone Nivar and 223 crore rupees for Cyclone Burevi. Puducherry will get nearly 10 crore rupees for Cyclone Nivar and Madhya Pradesh will get 1,280 crore rupees for the pest attack during the Kharif season. And with that, time for a short break here. More news and updates will continue on the other side. Do stay with us.
Watch The Big Picture at 9:30 p.m. only on Rajya Sabha television. Article 51 says that the state shall endeavour to promote international peace and security, to maintain just and honourable relations between nations, to foster respect for international laws and treaty obligations, and to encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitration.
Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. India started administering the second dose of COVID-19 vaccine on Saturday for the beneficiaries who have completed 28 days after receiving the first dose of vaccine. The Drug Controller General of India has accorded a window of 4 to 6 weeks for the second dose. India started a nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive, remember, on the 16th of January. Meanwhile, over 80,52,000 beneficiaries, including healthcare workers and the frontline workers, have been vaccinated across the country so far. Over 84,000 beneficiaries were vaccinated through 4,434 sessions on Saturday. In all, 1,69,215 vaccine sessions have been held so far.
As on 13 February 2021, till 6 p.m., the total vaccinations which have been carried out are 80,52,454. Vaccinations to the healthcare workers, out of this, are 59,35,275. Of these, the first dose beneficiaries under the category of healthcare workers are 59,27,607. And the second dose beneficiaries, which is specific to today, are 7,668. The vaccinations to the frontline workers till date are 21,17,179. And again, the frontline workers vaccination, it started from 2nd February 2021.
Meanwhile, India's active COVID-19 cases have declined to 1,36,000, comprising only 1.25% of the total infections. India reported 12,143 new cases in the last 24 hours, taking the COVID-19 tally to over 1 crore 8 lakh. With 11,395 recoveries in the same period, the total recovered cases in the country have crossed 1 crore 6 lakh. The national recovery rate has improved to 97.32%. 103 deaths were also reported in the past 24 hours. The total death toll now stands at 1,55,550. Over 7.43 lakh samples were tested on Friday, and with this, India has tested more than 20 crore samples so far. The Mughal Gardens opened for the public starting Saturday till the 21st of March, but only with prior online booking. Besides the Mughal Gardens, visitors will also be allowed in the Rashtrapati Bhavan and the Rashtrapati Bhavan Museum. They will also be able to witness the change of guard ceremony. The garden will remain closed every Monday. The visiting hours for the public have been divided into 7 slots, each for an hour duration between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. The last entry will be at 4 p.m. A maximum of 100 visitors are allowed per slot. People below 10 years of age and above 65 years of age are not permitted to visit as per COVID protocols. And besides, all the visitors need to strictly adhere to the COVID safety guidelines set by the government. The National Women's Day is celebrated to recognize the power of the women in the country and their significant voices in bringing about change. The day also marks the birth anniversary of the Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu. She is one of the most recognized persons in the Indian freedom movement. She charted new territories and played a crucial role in a society dominated by men at that time. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu paid his tributes on the birth anniversary of Sarojini Naidu. He said she was an eminent freedom fighter, distinguished scholar, gifted orator, and a celebrated poetess. The Vice President also added that her contribution to the upliftment and emancipation of women shall always be remembered. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla also paid tribute to the freedom fighter and poetess Sarojini Naidu on her birth anniversary in the Central Hall of Parliament. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, along with several other parliamentarians, also paid homage to Sarojini Naidu. Moving on World Radio Day, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu greeted people on the occasion. He said, radio is a popular medium of communication and a major source of information and entertainment. He also called upon all the stakeholders to utilize the medium to impart knowledge in areas like education, agriculture, culture, science and technology, and also empowering the listeners. Appreciating the airwaves, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that radio is a fantastic medium that can create a positive impact. He also greeted all the listeners of radio and congratulated all those who keep the radio buzzing with innovative content and music. The Prime Minister also said that he had personally experienced the positive impact of radio thanks to his Mann Ki Baat program aired on All India Radio every month on Sunday. World Radio Day was proclaimed by the member states of UNESCO in the year 2011 and subsequently adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in 2021 as an international day. The theme for 2021 is New World, New Radio, as it will highlight the services rendered by the radio medium throughout the pandemic. And that's it from us in this bulletin. But before we leave, we once again urge all our viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Continue to maintain COVID-appropriate behavior, wear face masks, wash your hands and face regularly, and don't forget to maintain physical distancing each time you step outside. Remember, even though the vaccination drive is on, these simple precautions by us are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic. Take care, good night, and thank you for your time.